so far here at UCM, and I hope that it will be a blessing. So I wrote it down so that I don't overshare, and I'll just read it to you. So before I joined IBCM, I had just been admitted to the bar. I was ready to kickstart my legal career. At first, I applied for many jobs, but none came through. I tried to start my own practice, but that didn't work out either. It seemed like everything I touched was failing, and slowly I became so demotivated and discouraged. On top of that, as a family, we were going through some really tough challenges in ministry. It reached a point where I honestly felt like giving up. But here's the thing. What I didn't realize was God was already making his own plan for me. When I finally came to IBCM, everything in my life seemed to be crumbling. I felt like I just needed to be somewhere, a place where I could feel genuine love, affection, and encouragement. Something I didn't feel I had at that moment. I remembered how highly my dad spoke of the Bible college. So I came. If I'm honest, my motives for joining were probably a bit selfish. But now, I can clearly see that that's what God used to bring me here. I joined in May 2024, and that was the beginning of a great change in my life. Since then, my life has taken a complete turn at 360, and I can only say it's because of the work God is doing here at IBCM. Let me share just a few ways he has changed me. I have learned so much from others, especially through their testimonies. It shaped how I approach ministry and soul healing. God has brought healing into my life. Learning about him and his word has restored parts of me that were once broken. I've learned to set boundaries, the kind that are rooted in God's word, and that's brought so much stability to my life. I've understood God's standards for my life, and because of that, I no longer walk in mediocrity. I've seen chains break because of the spiritual disciplines I've learned here. An example is when I first came here, I struggled with unforgiveness. I held on to grudges, but God has been teaching me to forgive, and I can take no credit for that. It's all in Him. I have also developed a consistent discipline in studying His Word effectively because of the college